I like this setup. I might do this more often. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. I am so buzzing to actually make Disney content again. So everyone that knows me and that watches my videos knows that I love Disney and going to the Disney parks and all sorts. And March 2020, literally the week before, week of, that kind of thing, where the whole world went into lockdown, me and my sister had this wonderful Disneyland Paris trip planned out. We had booked it like a year prior and we just had the most magical week planned, and we were just about to go and the whole world just collapsed and our flights got cancelled and our hotel was cancelled and all that, and Disneyland Paris closed. Rightly so, because of the pandemic. But that meant that we had no Disney trip for over 18 months. It's hard going that long without a Disney trip, especially when you actually had one planned. You know, there was worse things happening in the world. It's not the end of everything. But it kind of did make me sad, and I felt I couldn't really make any Disney content, obviously because I wasn't in the parks. But I just found it hard to think about Disney and make content like this because I didn't know if I'd ever get back. But, announcement! Exciting news! We, as in my sister and I, have actually booked another trip coming up soon at the beginning of 2022. Yes! We have managed to book a trip to go back to Disneyland Paris after being so long since we have been, and I'm so excited. And I'm not going to say too much more because there's going to be surprises and all sorts, so make sure you tune in January to see all those really cool vlogs coming. But anyway, getting back to today, because I have this trip booked, it just made me really excited and really want to start to prepare, and so I thought I can now start making my Disney content again because things are now starting to get a little bit more normal. So I decided to start with actually a really important one. What do you take to the Disney parks? So we are going in January, so this is going to be a Disney Parks winter edition, specifically Disneyland Paris because I'm going to Disneyland Paris. Now I think others don't quite understand how important it is to really plan out what you're going to take and basically how you're going to take it, because you're in the Disney parks all day and you want to make sure you have the best day possible. And if you don't have the right things with you, or you're not as fully prepared as you could be, you could ruin it for yourself. So I'm just going to show you the kind of things that I take to the parks to make sure I have a really cool day and I'm fully prepared for Disney magic. So to start off with, the Disney parks are actually really good at allowing you to have bags and sorts on the ride with you. On most of the rides, they have a compartment or something at your feet or in the ride vehicle that you can store your bag, which means you can bring everything that you need for the day and you won't have to worry about putting it in a locker or having someone stay off the ride to stay with the bags. Whereas in other parks, they don't actually allow you to have bags anywhere near the rides and you have to queue up for a locker and all that kind of annoying stuff. So that's a really good thing to know, especially if you're someone like me who likes to take a lot of stuff with me. So for Disneyland Paris, I do tend to take some form of backpack. Whereas in Florida, I either take some form of, you know, hip bag or something, but more recently I've taken like a mini backpack because you can then bring them on the rides. Just in Florida, it's really, really warm, so backpack might make you even more warmer, but I digress. Disneyland Paris, I take a backpack. A few years ago when I started to kind of go on my own and take my own kind of stuff with me, I took this kind of bag. So just like a kind of mini backpack, just to hold the essentials really. And of course it's Hank. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I would take. And it's pretty much perfect to fit the kind of little bits and bobs that you want to take to the park. However, I take a lot more things with me to the parks these days. So I take something a wee bit bigger, more in the range of this kind of size. So on my next trip in January, I will be taking a bag such as this. Now taking something like a backpack means that you can get a bottle of water at the beginning of the day and you can just store it in your bag and you can drink out of it leisurely throughout the day without having to worry about carrying it around or having to bin it without actually finishing it. So as I said, you're going to be there all day and you want to make sure that you're comfortable and cozy. So in the summer, you'd maybe put your sunglasses in your backpack. But in the winter, you're going to have hats, scarves and gloves on. So having a decent sized bag with you means that when you go into a restaurant or on a ride, something like that, you have somewhere to put your items. You're not worrying about putting them down or holding them in a picture or losing them on one of the rides, because especially to you folk with Disney ears, it's happened. So in the winter I will definitely be taking cozy accessories, and I can store them in my backpack whenever I need to. So there are going to be things that I'm going to be taking on my next Disney trip that I've never actually taken to the parks before because of the current climate. I'm going to pack with me quite a few of these cloth masks. They're washable and reusable, and basically I'm going to have one on my face all day and a spare in my bag. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I like to just change my mask. If I'm wearing it for like a long amount of time, and in the Disney parks, that'll probably be the longest I'm going to wear it if we have to wear it outside as well. Like halfway through the day I'm going to probably change to the fresh one in my bag. Something else I'm also going to take is a pack of the disposable ones. These are really, really handy to have in case you just forget to grab your mask, or something could happen like you lose it, drops out of your pocket, anything like that. So having a pack of these just ensures that you're still going to be able to go about your day at Disney even if you lose your mask or something happens to it. You're going to be able to go in the shops and the restaurants, and it's just a peace of mind that you've definitely got some with you. So that's definitely something I've never taken to the parks before. This next thing I've actually taken with me everywhere since I was about 14, and it's going to be hand gel. I've always relied on my trusty hand sanitizer, just putting it in your bag, especially in a Disney park. You come off a ride, you've been holding on, gel your hands, you can get on with your day. For me personally, I love taking pictures, so I will be taking all the relevant cameras that I have, and they will fit in my bag as well. Again, making sure that you have the right bag, the right size, that fits your needs and can fit everything in it that you want to take to the parks. Something that I always take to every Disney park, no matter what bag I have, is plasters. There's going to be a lot of walking, could be some rain, you might have new shoes on, or it might just be a bad day, but blisters on your feet are one of the worst pains on this earth, and we've all experienced them. If you get them in a Disney park, it's to the max. The blister's there with you all day, and it is something that could really ruin your day. So having plasters in your bag, in your pocket, it's a really good way to make sure that your blisters don't ruin your day, or even if you get like a little small paper cut, something like that, you're covered, you can continue with your fun day, and you're also being really safe. Something people ask me about is phone charger and where do I charge my phone. But weirdly enough, because I use my phone constantly here, I don't really use my phone in the parks. It's probably the one time that I'm just not on my phone. The only time I'll be using my phone is if I'm taking pictures. Literally, when I'm in Disney, I'm just taken in by the atmosphere, and I will be taking part in everything I see, and singing and dancing to music and all that. That's what I do when I go to Disney. But the only reason I go on is to take pictures and to check the relevant app with wait times, etc. And that doesn't really take up any battery on my phone, so I don't need the charger with me. Something else that I always make sure I take is extra baubles and hair ties. To all the people who are watching this who have long hair, you will understand that baubles come in so handy. You never know the moment you will need a bauble or a hair tie. You could have your hair down and then you're on a ride and it kind of gets messed up, it's going in your face and you just want it away. Hair tie in your bag, you're sorted. Even if you yourself might not use your extra baubles, someone else in your party might need one, and you have them to the rescue. Now, the location of the Disneyland Paris park and the hotels themselves, it's actually all really close knit together, which is really good. If you actually don't want to pack up your bag full of stuff, or you've forgotten something and you want to go back, it is super easy to do it. 20-minute walk at the max to the furthest away hotel, and you'll be back to be able to replenish whatever you need or pick up anything you've forgot. So although it's really good to be prepared, if you're going to Disneyland Paris, don't worry, if you forget something back at your hotel, you can easily get access to just grab it. Whereas in other parks such as Florida, you would need to get a monorail or drive back. Another good thing about having a really good bag with you to carry all your items is to accommodate the new items that you might purchase throughout the day. We generally try and allocate maybe a day or times to actually go and purposely shop for things. But you're going to be in and out of shops all day, just having a look, just having a bit of fun, seeing what's there. And you might see something that you really want to buy there and then. There's so many things that are seasonal or limited items, so sometimes buying something when you see it is the right thing to do. And where are you going to put it? The bag. It's 12 o'clock, you've seen something that you love It's small and you can easily fit it in your bag, but you can also still go on rides and continue with your day without even knowing that it's in your bag. I love being able to buy things like pins and, you know, just little collectible things that I see as I'm going through the parks and not have to worry about carrying around a carrier bag or possibly losing my bag, dropping it, or sometimes even leaving it on a bench or something. I can just put it in my bag and I know it's safe and still enjoy my Disney day. So I think that's all I have to say right now. Also, I've not been to Disney Park in a while, so I think I have covered everything. But yeah, if you need any more tips or anything like that, yeah, just give me a shout and I'll be happy to answer any questions. If anyone else is going to any of the parks soon, let me know in the comments, because I love hearing about other people's Disney trips, ones that are being passed or ones that are coming up. So let me know if you're going to a Disney park, when and where. I'm so excited for my trip and I can't wait to take you all along with me. So do not forget to subscribe and keep in the loop, and we can all go to Disney together and we can share our adventures. I've got so much content and videos coming up soon and I cannot wait to share it with you all. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and just remember, no matter how big or small a step, as long as you're moving forward, you're going in the right direction. Catch you next time. Bye!